close my eyes and colors fly.
Hey Kidzway, how you going today? I am here with Charlotte.
Hi.
And with Cheryl.
Hey.
And they're going to be helping us out with Kidzway today. So we're going to start with a race. But this isn't just any race. What's going to happen is Charlotte and Cheryl are going to be versing each other. And they're going to be going down a race lane. And they have to get a tennis ball all the way to Jesus at the end, right? To a picture of Jesus. But they are only allowed to roll the tennis ball with their nose or their chin, okay? This part of their face. And they have to avoid the orange cones, all right? Whoever gets to the end first is the winner. Let's see who's got this. Ready, set, go. Woohoo! Can you see my sign? It says number 1 Jesus. I am cheering for him. Have you ever cheered for someone using a sign like this before? It's pretty cool, huh? Number 1 Jesus. Well, I'm cheering for Jesus because Jesus is the most important. He is number 1. And today we are going to learn all about Jesus. Today we are going to share some of our favorite things with you. Do you have some favorite things? Let's see what Cheryl and Charlotte's favorite things are.
So, what are our favourite things? One of my favourite things are cats, particularly my cat. I love relaxing with my cat and cuddling with him on the sofa.
Well, one of my favourite things are dogs, particularly my dog, because I like relaxing with my dog as well.
I really like the rain because it helps things grow and it always makes me feel safe and comfortable.
I like boots because boots are very cool to walk in and make cool sounds when I walk.
I like cheese because it's my favourite comfort food and it goes with all different types of foods.
I like making music because it's a fun way to share what I'm feeling with others.
I like listening to music because I like relaxing and also it helps me feel better.
I like my family and friends because they make me laugh.
And I like reading books because I like hearing about other people's stories.
I also like cookies because they're really, really, really tasty.
They are.
So many favourite things. Were some of Charlotte and Cheryl's favourite things yours as well? Well, I have some favourite things as well. One of my favourite things is ice cream. I love ice cream. I bet some of you guys like ice cream too. But my favourite kind of ice cream is chocolate ice cream. Do you like chocolate ice cream or strawberry or caramel? So many flavours. Another one of my favourite things is gardening, which is why I have this plant here. I love gardening and being out in the sun. It is one of my favourite things. And finally, can you see my shoes? I'm wearing walking shoes because one of my favourite things is going for walks out in the bush or by the water and I get to see the animals and I love it. You know, all these things are so lovely. They are wonderful things. We all have favourite things, but did you know there is someone who is even better than my favourite things, who is even more important to me than my favourite things? Do you know who that is? His name is Jesus, and Jesus is better than anything in the world. He is better than your favourite things and my favourite things. Jesus is number 1. That means he is the most important. Let's go learn about Jesus.
Now we're going to read the story of Jesus. God, our Heavenly Father, had an amazing plan. He sent us his Son, Jesus, to live life as a man. Once Jesus said, "Let the children come to me." He thought that it was important that they share in his story. An angel said to Mary, "You will have God's son." Mary was amazed, but said, "Let God's will be done." Joseph took her to Bethlehem, where there was no space. So little baby Jesus was born in the animals' place. See all the animals? When Jesus was a boy, he went to Jerusalem. At the temple, he spoke with many learned men. His parents were unhappy that he went all alone. But Jesus said, "Don't worry, it is my Father's home." John the Baptist taught that we need God in our lives. He said, "Tell God you're sorry and come to be baptized." As Jesus was baptized, the Spirit came as a dove. Then God's voice spoke out, "This is my Son, whom I love." 12 men joined Jesus as he began to teach. Some were fishermen who had left their nets on the beach. They became disciples and followed Jesus' every word, and many other people were amazed at what they heard. Jesus taught the people with wise words and deeds. He fed those who were hungry and helped anyone in need. He had the power to heal those who could not walk. He made blind men see and helped the mute to talk. On the lake one day, a mighty storm came down. Jesus was asleep, but his friends thought they would drown. When the men woke Jesus, he said, "Do not fear." With a word, he calmed the storm. At once the sky was clear. Some people did not like the things that Jesus said. They thought it would be better if Jesus were dead. The disciples ate a meal with him, and they all felt blessed. But when Jesus went out to pray, he was put under arrest. Though no one could find the crimes that Jesus had done, some said it was wrong that he called himself God's Son. They nailed him to a cross and left him there to die. Hours later, "It is finished," was his final cry. They put his body in a tomb and sealed it with a stone. On the third day, he rose again and death was overthrown. Now Jesus is in heaven, watching over us all, and it's up to him. It's up to us to follow him and listen to his call. Jesus is so amazing. Remember that he is number one.
As I reflect, I find perspective